Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back to the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. As you can see, Matt is out for this one, but me, Q, and T-Gods will be here to hold it down. We'll be here to help you win that first playoff matchup or last game before the playoffs, depending on whatever league you're in.
If you're weird.
Hey, come on. Don't judge.
Sorry, I don't want to shame, but that's strange.
It's like a 10 I'm in the league where it's 10 teams, 4 playoff teams. So it's only 2 weeks of playoffs. So I need to win this week to get in. So I will be helping myself on this podcast as well.
Good luck. Good luck.
Thanks. We will break down some of the most important players for Week 15 in our rankings discussion while doing some cap or no cap. We'll also do some starts, sits of the week and our game picks and wrap up with some trivia at the end with Q. As always, if you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. We will answer them here live on stream. Let's get into our ranks. Let's get into who we're starting this week. Let's start at the quarterback position. How confident are you starting Justin Fields against the Eagles defense, who are top 4 against opposing quarterbacks?
I'm still confident.
I have him at 5. Last time we've seen him play, he was good. He missed practice again today. He was sick, so that's something to monitor. But the Eagles may be good against quarterbacks. They haven't really faced a running quarterback, so they're bad. Not too good against the run. I would still confidently start him.
Yeah. Completely agree. I'm still starting him. I have him at 6, one below Q. Still an elite quarterback option. At worst, a mid-range quarterback option. I still think you have to start him. If you are planning on starting him, like Q said, he is sick. So make sure you have a backup plan that is playing Sunday. We do have 3 Saturday games this week and a Thursday game.
Yes.
So your backup may be playing before Fields. So make sure you have that
What's
backup
up
ready.
with the Saturday games?
That's the best time of the year. Then you have Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I do love it, but I'm just.
Yeah, I think they just mixed it in. It's part of like their flexing games now. So these games all got flexed to Saturday, and they just wanted to put some of the better games this week, I guess. But I don't know. Colts Vikings isn't like getting me out of bed at 1 p.m. on Saturday, but I'll probably still watch it.
I hope you're out of bed by 1 p.m.
Yeah, you should definitely be out of bed by 1.
It's not getting me excited. All right. Next one here. How about Jared Goff against the 7th ranked Jets defense against fantasy quarterbacks? Are you trusting him if you are in a pinch this week? Is he a top 12 option?
I am in a pinch. I'm sorry. I am in a pinch, and I do not trust him. I have to start Brady.
I thought I was going to have to fight you on it because I knew you were starting him. He's my sit this week, so I'll talk about him later. But, yeah, not looking too good for him. But, I mean, he has upside. We've seen him play well, but not on the road.
Yeah, I am at a pinch where the waivers are scarce, and I just lost Kyler, so I'm starting Jared Goff, not confidently. I do have him outside my top 12 at 13. I have Brady 1 spot ahead, T-Gods, if that helps you at 12.
It helps. Thank you.
I would agree with starting Brady there, but Jared Goff, I am starting. I'm hoping that he can kind of put up some decent numbers against this Jets team, at least get me to like 20 fantasy points a decent day. That's what I'm hoping for.
I have him at 21.
Wow.
Oh my God. You hate him.
You despise him. What do you have? Brock Purdy above him?
I do.
You have Deshaun Watson obviously above him.
Yeah.
Desmond
Ritter.
Penny?
Yeah, all of them are above. Wait, I don't have Ritter ranked.
Oh my God, how do you not have Ritter ranked?
Question.
Ritter could snap.
Probably not.
You never know. Question in the chat relevant to our quarterback discussion here. Tom Brady, Kirk Cousins, or Jared Goff?
Kirk.
As much as I'm not the biggest Kirk Cousins fan, I am so starting Kirk out of those 3 this week. I have Kirk the highest in my ranks at 9. Brady 12, Goff 13. Q's got Goff at 21, so obviously he's not considering Goff there either. But I think consensus here is Cousins.
Yeah.
Q's a Cousins stand, so he doesn't even have to say it. We already know. Next one here is cap or no cap. Moving on to the running backs. Miles Sanders should be locked in as an RB1 throughout the fantasy playoffs.
I say no cap. I mean, he plays the Bears this week, and he plays the Cowboys, who are a little better than the Bears defensively. But the team is good, running the ball. Very good, actually.
Hold on, I'm just looking at the list.
And then the Saints week 17.
He's number 10 on the season. At Chicago, favorable. Dallas, a little bit tougher. Obviously, still going to need to be used in that game. It's going to be a huge game for both teams. And the Saints in the fantasy chip. I'm probably considering him a top 12 get back in all 3 of those games. I think I have him at 10 this week.
He's had a lot more boom than bust games this year. And that's not usual Miles Sanders. Yeah,
he's had 11 points in 6 of the last 8 games. He had a 2-game stretch where he kind of got phased out of the offense for a second there. Sometimes he does fall to like the 3rd or 4th option. But in general, I'm trusting Sanders. I'm rocking with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's been too solid this year to bench in general, but I would consider him an RB1.
RB1.
Lock it in. As always, let's talk about the Cowboys backfield. Are we trusting both Cowboys running backs at this point on a weekly basis for the playoffs?
Yes.
100%.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We tried to fade Zeke so bad, and he
can't fade him. Can't fade him. He just eats. He just falls face first in the end zone, and it works out. He's done it for 4 straight games now. He's scored in every game. He's had at least 16 points in those games. Actually, he's done it for 6 straight. He did miss 2 games, but 6 straight games, he's scored at least 1 touchdown. He's just falling in the end zone. Anytime they get close, they give it to him. Pollard's doing all the in-between stuff and finding the end zone as well. So lock them both in. They're the whole focal point of this offense outside of CeeDee Lamb. So start them both.
Do it.
It's crazy that he's only 1 spot behind Etienne, who was hyped up to be like the best running back ever this year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, putting up 15 straight points in 6 straight games, I think that's going to get you up there. So even with missing 2 games, he's been relatively solid. Started off a little bit slow, but he's obviously picked it up since.
How mad does that make you, Sean?
What, that he's good?
Uh-huh.
It always makes me mad. Anytime I pick him up, he's terrible. Like, he had his worst game.
No, he would have retired if you had him this year.
Yep. It's whatever. All right. Ken Walker is banged up and playing on a short week if he's able to go against the number 1 ranked defense for running backs. Is he someone you're still starting based on how good he has been, or are you thinking about going with another option? Where do you have him ranked this week?
He's scary. I have him at 22. The Seahawks as a whole this week, I am scared to start any of them. Obviously, you're starting the receivers, but Geno and the running back, I'm afraid. And he's just coming off of an injury. I don't know how you could go find another option that might be better, but you may have to.
Yeah, I got him.
You can't bench him.
Yeah, I mean, you might be starting him depending on your options. You might be stuck starting him. I have him at 23. I still think he's going to be a low-end RB2. You're obviously just hoping he can punch in a touchdown for this offense, but they've looked out of sorts, and obviously a tough matchup. I'm not too excited about it, although he might help him out.
Kenneth Walker or either Tampa Bay running back?
I would lean Kenneth Walker.
How about Kenneth Walker?
Lower.
Or
I don't know if it's good.
Probably starting
Najee.
Yeah, I got Najee higher.
Fantasy Pros has Kenneth Walker at, I don't know if this is because he's hurt or not, but they have him at 41.
Yeah, it's probably injury. Some guys will not rank him, and then that just brings their rank down. So most people don't have him ranked in that case, but I got him at 23. I think he's a low-end RB2. I think, obviously, he still has the upside to do anything against any defense. He's shown that this year that he can put up big numbers. We'll see how it goes. Question in the chat, Evan Ingram or David Njoku full PPR? Now, this is a tough one.
I like Ingram. I'm not chasing that Ingram.
I'm chasing it.
No way.
I'm chasing it.
I think I'm with Q on this one. I think I might go Njoku. I don't know.
D-Watt is a bug.
He is a bug, but he's been feeding Njoku even when Njoku has played with him.
2 games with D-Watt, he's at 14 and 19.
Ew.
And he's had at least 7 targets, so he's getting fed. Maybe the only one getting fed right now.
No, he's only had the 1 game, so it's actually...
Oh, right.
Yeah, the last one was Brissett. But either way, even throughout this year, he's had at least like 9 points in more than half of the games.
Yeah, he's been going crazy.
He's been putting up decent numbers. Obviously, he's limited, so keep an eye on his injury status. And the Ravens aren't the most favorable, but I think they're going to have to throw in that game to try to win that game. So I'm leaning towards Njoku, but I would not be mad if you're like, you know what, Ingram just went bonkers. Let me throw him out there.
I'm still going with Ingram.
I respect it. I got them both close. I think I have Njoku 7, Ingram 9 this week. So both top 10 options. I don't think you could go that wrong. Sticking with the running backs, how about a struggling Travis Etienne, as we just touched on? He's going up against the 6th ranked Cowboys defense for running backs. Is he still a must start, and is he still a top 15 play?
Definitely not a top 15 play.
I think you do have to start him, though.
19, but yeah, I guess you do.
I got him at 17. I think you're kind of forced starting him. You got to. He's struggled a bit over the past few weeks, but keep rolling out there.
If only they still had James Robinson, but they bought all into ETN.
So dumb. They're so dumb.
Yeah, they did get rid of James Robinson, but James Robinson's not even seeing the field for the Jets. So
there's something going on there.
There's something wrong. I don't know. Got to get J-Rob on a team that's going to use him right. Just got the notification. Kenneth Walker is expected to play. Lock him in if you need to. But again,
I don't trust like that.
Lower your expectations.
Dummy, lower them. Like 8 points.
All right. Next one here. Last running back question. Back to the Jets defense. They are 7th against running backs as well this season. Are you avoiding the Lions backfield this week? Do you have any Lions running backs inside your top 20?
I have Swift at 22 or 21. It's just a little outside, but
yeah, I have Swift at 21 as well. I got Jamal at 26. Still not trusting either. Jamal has looked super inefficient over the last 5 or so weeks rushing the ball. You'd just be relying on him scoring. And for Swift, he's just not getting enough consistent touches for me to trust him as a top 20 option, although he's right outside.
Yep.
You would like to see one of these guys take over, but it seems like it's a 40-40 split with Justin Jackson taking 20%.
Fuck him.
Yeah, that's anything. He needs to leave now.
Yeah. At most, like 5% snaps, please. Thank you. Lil Kev in the chat. What's up, Little Kev? ETN or Dante Foreman?
That's gross.
It is gross. ETN.
I'm going ETN.
Yeah. I'm not trusting Foreman like that. Give me ETN. All right. Let's move on to some wide receivers. Are you nervous about DeAndre Hopkins or Hollywood Brown with Colt McCoy holding it down this week? And I believe they're going up against the number 1 defense for wide receivers, the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah. Very afraid. I mean, Diop will still probably get like 12 points, but Hollywood, he looked like, what did he do last week?
He was pretty quiet overall. He only had 7.4 points, his worst game of the season.
Yeah.
Hollywood targets, only caught 4 of them, though.
Hollywood might be a sneaky sit.
Yeah.
If you have good options, I would consider it. Like, I'm lowering expectations for both of them. I'm definitely starting D-Hop. Like, I think you just have to. I know he's going up against Sertan, but it's D-Hop.
No one's fighting that.
Hollywood, he still could do something. I think the Broncos offense is going to be absolutely atrocious as well without Russ. So I think the Cardinals offense might be the better offense still on this again in this matchup somehow with Colt McCoy. So they might still be able to get some snaps in, get some targets, but Either way, I don't think it's going to be pretty. I don't think either of them are booming this week. So bake that into your expectations. I think you can start both, but definitely starting D-Hop. You can start Hollywood, but if you have another sneaky option like Christian Watson or something that you've found on waivers, I would consider looking that other way.
Right. Easily give me Christian Watson.
Yeah. Purdy banged up heading into this Thursday game as well, but it seems like he's going to play. Are you nervous at all about starting Ayuk?
No.
I
don't know who's the next option at quarterback.
Josh Johnson.
God.
I forgot about Josh Johnson.
He's played for like every team.
Picked him up off his living room couch and put him on the roster. So he probably doesn't know the offense very well. We did see Ayuk only get 3 targets in that game against the Bucs. Obviously, they blew them out, so they didn't really need to throw. But Debo being out, I think that kind of helps balance that out. So I'm not too worried.
I'd be only a little worried because the last time they played the Seahawks, week 2, they ran 45 times. And this seems like another game where they could run 45 times because Seahawks run D isn't too good. So that's the only way I'd be concerned. That and Purdy being out, but Purdy's probably playing.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. Moving on here, T. Higgins not playing while active this past week. He snuck onto the field for 1 snap when he wasn't supposed to. Played that snap, got yelled at, sat out for the rest of the game. So, are you going to avoid him this week or try to start him if he is active?
I don't know. I need help.
If he's out, would you start Boyd, who's also
Boyd's out?
No, they said he's day-to-day.
I thought he was.
Yeah, I saw he was out for 1 to 2 weeks. Then he became day-to-day. But if they're both out, I guess it's just Jamar, and they have a white guy. Scores a lot too.
Irwin?
That random guy.
That might be.
Is his name Trenton something?
But this is not the first time where T. Higgins faked everyone out into playing, then ended up not playing the game. So I would definitely be scared about him.
I definitely am scared about him. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It's like him or I have like.
You got to hope for like a very like solid report on Friday where like you don't be questioning going into Saturday.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would really monitor the reports if I own T. Higgins. It's definitely a tough situation. See if he's actually going to play
George
this week.
Pickens.
Oh.
Or Drake London. Or AJ Dillon.
I'll drop DJ Moore for you.
No, I'd rather start nobody.
Names T. God said over DJ Moore. But yeah, if you own T. Higgins, you probably are going to be trying to start him if he is labeled active and they say he's going to be playing. Hamstring, obviously scary. Could flare up at any time. So you're hoping that he's able to get through the game if he does play, but just something to monitor, obviously, heading into the weekend. If he is active, be a little bit wary, but I'm probably still going to roll him out there. Don't really have much of a choice. He's too good to leave on your bench, and then you'll be upset that you're like worried about an injury. Next here, are you looking elsewhere if you own Mike Evans after his late struggles, or do you think he will bounce back against the Bengals this week?
Well, most people don't have a better option. I would say there's not many better options. Me personally, I'm starting him. The touchdown will come. It almost came last week, but got called back by a holding. It'll come.
Where do you have him ranked?
I have to start both of these two. The last two we just talked about, I have to start them.
I have him at 24 right now.
I have him at 27. Let's do some quick names. Would you start Mike Evans or Christian Watson?
Mike Evans.
I'm starting Christian Watson.
I might be starting Christian Watson. Touchdown machine, dude.
Mike Evans or Chris Olave?
Chris Olave. Barely.
Going Olave as well.
Someone pick Mike Evans, please.
Mike Evans or Michael Pittman?
Michael Pittman.
I guess I'm going Pittman, but
I have Pittman ranked higher as well. Mike Evans or T. Higgins if he is declared active. Probably going.
Well, can I trust that though?
I'm probably still going to go T. Higgins there.
Yeah.
Mike Evans or Juju?
Mike Evans, stop playing. Against Houston.
Houston's been getting exposed.
Left and right. Against receivers or something.
Yeah, I know, but lately they've been getting exposed to the passing game.
Either way, I'm forced to start Mike Evans, so I'm going to be very hopeful.
Yeah. I'm with you, Q.
I'm benching Mike Evans for Pittman, so that's
you're actually doing that?
Yes.
Okay. How are you able to do that? 10-team league?
Yes, 10-team league.
That's okay.
Yep, explains it all. I don't need to explain this weird league. It's a weird league. That's all I gotta say. Family league. All right. Next one here. Jerry Jeudy. He snapped this past week, 3 touchdowns, but it looks like Russ will miss some time. Is he still a startable flex option?
Yes.
Jerry Jeudy or Mike Evans? With Mike Evans. Russ.
Mike Evans, come on.
With Russ,
probably Jeudy.
Definitely Judy's been going off.
Yeah, and Sutton's banged up, so
Sutton's back this week.
Not confirmed.
Maybe.
Mabes. If you're lucky.
I don't think it'll matter because Russ always likes Jeudy more than Sutton.
Sutton sat out practice today, so
whatever.
I was so high on Sutton.
Me too.
So high.
Yeah, tough break. I would start Jeudy even as a flex, even if Russ doesn't play. Depending on your options, I have him as a top 30 option. So it's not going to be pretty. Expectations lowered, obviously, but there's not much better that I would take over him.
Yeah,
especially after last week. We just touched on Brandon Ayuk. Do you still have to start Kittle as well this week, despite his up and down games, or are you trying to look elsewhere?
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to, but it's not fun, man. It's not fun being a George Kittle owner. Fun when he booms, but he has had less than 7 points in 4 of his last 5 games.
Yeah, they're just at the same time. It's like who he has the most upside out of any of these guys that are ranked below him.
Yeah, the only thing
does he? I don't know.
The only thing he has going for him now is Debo's banged up, so maybe he sees more targets.
Yeah,
that's what you got to hope for, and it's a short week.
Upside too crazy.
If he had Jimmy G, though, I would be very hype about him.
Yes, I would as well, but he does not. We got Brock Purdy or Josh Johnson at worst case scenario.
Oh, God.
Josh Johnson.
I'm probably still starting Kittle. I think I still have him as tight end 5 or 6 this week, so start him. But again, lower your expectations, unfortunately. Evan Engram, we talked about a bit ago. Did he crack your top 10 after that monster performance? I got him at 9.
I also have him at 9.
Yeah, not the most favorable matchup against the Cowboys, but after last week, you're probably starting him unless, obviously, as we talked about earlier.
Unless you have Njoku and you're starting him.
How about this, though? If and it seems like he's probably playing Dallas Goedert, are you starting him? First of all? Are you confidently putting him in?
Yeah, I'm starting Goddard. If Goddard is declared active, I'm 100% starting him. He was so good this year. Active Goddard, I'm starting over most tight ends.
Top 5? Would you start him over Kittle? I don't know. You probably don't have both, but if you were to have both.
I had Ertz and Kittle, and then Ertz died. That hurt my soul. But yes.
Sorry.
Goddard, I would start over Kittle. I'd probably rank him at 5.
Yeah.
Who's over him? Dalton Schultz?
Yeah. Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, and Kelsey.
I'm about to take Mark Andrews out, though.
I know. Well, he's been struggling too, but I'm giving him another chance this week. We'll see.
Guess who has him? Guess who has Mark Andrews too?
Oh man, your team is going down.
And Brady.
Yeah, good luck. You got a chance. You just need that Brady to Evans connection to wake up.
Who's your running back?
Eckler, and this week I'm starting McKinnon again.
His back's gonna hurt carrying.
Yeah, Eckler's carrying that squad this week. All right, before we do our start and sit of the week, let's do today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest way to play fantasy football. You can get started now with their Saturday Throwdown, including tomorrow's Thursday night football game and the Saturday night game. $50,000 in prizes up for grabs. And when you sign up, make sure you use our promo code SUPERFB, and you will get your deposit matched up to 100%, up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you'll get another $100 matched free. Even if you deposit 10, you'll get that 10 matched free. So again, our promo code is SUPERFB, SUPERFB. You can play on the Underdog Fantasy app for iOS and Android, or you can sign up online at underdogfantasy.com.
They need Mike Tyson to promo this Saturday Throwdown.
Yeah, Saturday Throwdown, baby. All right, let's do our start and sit of the week, starting with T-Gods. Who you starting this week? Who's the lock, and who are you sitting?
A lock? I don't know. I don't know if this is a lock, but my start, because I somehow made it to the playoffs with like no tight end on the year. This week, I'm starting Tyler Conklin. He's up against the Lions, who are 28th against tight ends. We know the Lions put up points, so the Jets are going to have to score. Or maybe not. Maybe their defense is just going to go dummy and shut down Jared Goff. Who knows? But give me Conklin with 8 targets last week. For someone that's like streaming tight ends, like I think this is probably your best bet. And my sit is going to be, I don't even know if you're in the playoffs, you're probably not starting him, but maybe you somehow got here with Matt Collins. But Darren Waller should be back. Renfro may be back. So I think Matt Collins is going to become irrelevant, maybe, even though he was doing all right with at least Renfro in, but still Matt Collins. I mean, like Derek Carr's been playing terrible anyway. I don't know if you made the playoffs with Matt Collins, like congratulations, but don't start him, please.
Yeah, agree there. Q, start, sit. What do we got?
Start this week is going to be Garrett Wilson. Last 3 games, he's had at least 5 receptions, 70 yards, 470 yards, and 2 touchdowns, playing over 80% of the snaps. I love him with Mike White. Lions have allowed the 3rd most points per game to wide receivers. And as long as Zach Wilson is not playing, because he is activated, I think, as long as he doesn't come back this week, Garrett Wilson is a top 12 play for me against the Lions. Same game. My sit this week is going to be Jared Goff. I told you I'd mention him as a hot name the last couple of weeks, but he's my sit. Jets are top 10 against quarterbacks points allowed, and would probably be top 5 if they didn't play Josh Allen, who inflated the numbers. Jared Goff has scored 15 points in every home game this year, 15 or more. But on the road, which he is this week in New York, he has averaged below 10 points per game. So he stinks on the road. Good Jets D. I'm afraid. T-Gods, you probably are smart starting Tom Brady over him. But any other week, it probably would be Jared Goff, just like last week. He succeeded you.
You're talking me out of starting Goff.
He stinks on the road.
Dude, I mean,
less than 10 points per game on the road.
Nobody out there.
The Jets
start Tyler Huntley.
The Jets defense is legit. I kind of want to start the defense, but I also know
Purdy.
You never know. Jared Goff would just go dummy. Like he just picks and chooses when he wants to be good.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's why I have him in. It's just I need to win. This is the must-win situation. I have been so they don't reset the schedule in this league. I've played the same dude each of the last 3 or 4 years, and we're both sitting at the 4 and 5 seed every year, and he's knocked me out every year for the last 3 years. And I'm playing him again. And I just lost Kyler, and I would have won last week too. I was only down 18 points, and I had Kyler, and he got hurt.
Dude, the first play of the game.
Yeah, now it's win or I'm out. So, yes, I'm riding with Goff, but scary stuff.
Okay, Kyler screwed me too.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have had him in all my leagues. Stupid decision.
Yeah, it is a stupid decision because you pipe him up every year.
Stinks.
And he lets you down.
He was still good this year.
No, he's done. He's done for me.
I'm done because of the injuries. We'll talk about that.
He's not done playing Warzone.
End of season recap. All right. My start this week is Chig Okonkwo. My waiver pickup of the week is also my start of the week. I am all in on the Okonkwo bandwagon here. In a favorable matchup against the Chargers, they are 22nd against tight ends. I think you should have a decent day out there. Plug him in. Don't overthink it. If you need a tight end, you're looking for somebody, you're scraping the waivers, this is your guy. Trust me. Sit, DJ Chark. As much as I said I have to start Jared Goff, I am sitting DJ Chark. He has been hot, and I think he could still produce here and like sneakily, but I would try to avoid him if I could. It's the playoffs. Don't get cute. The Jets are 3rd against opposing wide receivers on the season. I know Sauce gets a lot of the credit, but they have a good secondary overall, and I'm not sure DJ Chark continues that hot streak this week. I am sitting unless I am desperate.
Yeah, dude, we're you can't start Goff.
Bro, I have to. Who am I starting? Purdy? Tyler Huntley? Like, there's
You
nobody
just
out
said
there.
White,
why
Mike
you
White.
should. You just said why you shouldn't start him.
Mike White's not a free agent, dude.
Oh, well, good, because he's a hot start this week.
I know. I would start him. He is not a free agent, sadly. Dude, the free agents are abysmal. It's Purdy,
Ritter?
Andy Dalton, Ryan Tannehill, Heineke, Mac Jones, Rippon, Ritter. Yes, Ritter's out there. Pickett, Baker Mayfield, Colt McCoy. That's it. Like, it's a barren wasteland of mid. And I scooped Huntley, so I have Huntley as my backup just in case I decide that I'm going to go with Huntley, but not confident in him either.
You could scoop and start Tannehill because KR has him, so he has to do good.
Yeah, that is true. He does have him.
It's a smart strat.
They are playing the Chargers, and I do like Okonkwo. All right, I might have to start Tanny.
The stack.
I don't have Okonkwo.
Oh,
Nasty stack.
I have Kittle, so I would. That is a dirty stack. That stack's going off this week.
I didn't mean nasty as in a good nasty.
I know. All right, that's it for our starts and sits. Let's do game picks for this week. We've pretty much lost track of our pick standings over the last month. A few of us were missing these preview episodes. I missed one. Scott's missed one. Q missed one. So the stats have been kind of messed up. We are giving the crown to T-Gods. He was leading the way throughout the season. Q and Matt close second. I think I was dead last most of the year.
dude, you fell off hard. There was 1 week where you just went crazy.
Yep. I thought the dogs were barking. The dogs all had muzzles on them.
Yeah, they did.
It was a rough week for me. There are some dogs barking this week, though.
It was a rough week.
Rough week. There are some dogs barking this week, though. So
It's all right. We know you always win trivia, Sean, so at least you have something.
Yeah, I got something going for me. Thursday night football, 49ers at Seahawks. We've talked about a lot of these players throughout this episode. Who are we taking to win the game?
The Niners.
Yeah,
I'm
easily.
taking the Niners, too.
Very scared. The only player, you're
mean-
starting the receivers. The only player week 2 that did well in this game was Lockett.
And he's going to do well again this
Starting
week.
So,
Lockett in the league.
I'm not starting Geno. I'm actually starting Deshaun Watson. Playing matchups here. Geno was awful week 2 as well. So going the Niners with
Good luck.
Purdy.
Praying for you with that.
Why you have to play third? If they both played Sunday, I'd probably go Geno, but I don't have enough time to think. And I'm not going to have my life ruined on a Thursday.
Geno bugs. San Fran defense so good. All right. Colts at the Vikings. Who we got?
The Vikings.
I want to get juicy, but
I thought about getting juicy for this one, but I went
course.
against it. Said I'm taking the Vikings. I took the Vikings last week. I should have got juicy with it.
give me the Colts, baby.
Ooh,
Give me the
Vikings
Colts.
losing 2 in a row to bad teams.
They're getting exposed. Their season's going to go.
The lines are actually good, low-key. Keep it on the low, though.
I'm taking the Vikings.
As expected, Q. Ravens at the Browns, the afternoon Saturday game. Who we got?
This game's going to low-key stink.
I'm taking the Browns.
High key stink. The Ravens can't
Okay, you're
score
right.
points, and the Browns can't score points. But I'm taking the Ravens.
Give me the Browns run game if they
Give me the
actually run it.
Ravens defense. Taking the
Browns.
Ravens. I'm on an island by myself.
Actually, you know what? Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens because for some
Sent you on a
reason,
second
like
island.
Chubb
know.
has. Why have they not been feeding Chubb?
I don't know. It's driving me nuts. So
It
I have to start him
doesn't
this
matter.
week too. Either way, taking the Ravens. 2 of us taking the Ravens. Q's got the Browns. He's all in on D-Watt this week.
Have to be. My life depends on it.
Good luck. Last Saturday game, Saturday night, Dolphins at the Bills. Who we got?
The Bills.
Bills,
The
easy
snow.
money.
Dolphins have been exposed.
Give me
Yep.
the Bills. Dolphins definitely have been exposed. I think they will bounce back, but I
Not
need
this
them
week.
to prove it. And I don't think it's this week at Buffalo.
Remember,
That's horrible.
People were
matchup.
saying Tua was better than Hurts.
Yeah. fucking
Remember that?
Idiots.
Yeah,
Idiots.
remember, people were nuts. I remember that too.
I remember that. They still are.
Falcons at the Saints. Who we got?
The Saints.
I wanted to take Ritter in his first matchup, but
No way.
Saints defense is still solid. I'm taking the Saints.
Me too. I do love the Falcons, though.
Falcons have been exposed as well. They're frauds.
All right, come on.
Sorry, they are.
Be nice.
Cowboys at the Jaguars. Who we got?
The
The
boys. It's got to be the boys.
boys.
I may have some bias in this one, but give me the Jags, baby.
I was gonna say what bias? Cowboys bias.
No, Jags bias, Dougie P bias. The Jags are hot. Trevor Lawrence is hot. They're going to expose the Cowboys.
Pause.
They almost
He is
lost
hot.
to he's kind of hot.
Pause.
Almost lost to the Texans last week. They're losing in Jacksonville this week.
Please.
Lions at the Jets. Who we got?
You know, I talk shit on Jared Goff. Not really. I didn't like him this week, but I think I'm still taking the Lions.
You're wild. Yo, Bison loves the boys. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Exposed.
Give me the Jets, bro.
Give me the Lions as well. Lions
No,
are hot,
you're-
baby. They're going to the playoffs.
I hope
Oh
it's
my-
high scoring.
Are you starting Goff or not, bro?
I might be. I don't know. I have to make a decision.
You need to sit down,
I know, I
do
need
some
to be like,
thinking.
let's make
Just
this
ask
decision.
the gods.
The
I
Jets
might
are
have to
winning
ask
this
the gods.
game.
Man, the other options are so bad. It's like throwing a dart. All right. Chiefs at the Texans. Who we got here?
The
Come on,
Chiefs.
Go next.
Easiest sweep of all time.
I think, Sean, you should put all of the quarterbacks, so put Goff and all the options you're going to pick from the waiver wire, because I think you could put more than 2 people in the fantasy god wheel.
Yeah.
And I guess if it lands on Goff, that's who you're starting, because that would be insane out of like
I'll
6
put all the
options.
ones I'm considering in there.
Yeah.
I'm not putting like bums in there. I'm not putting
No,
Baker
no.
in there.
Ew, Baker, dude.
All right.
I fucking hate Baker.
I know. Eagles at
He
the
schemed
Bears.
me out of $100. Sorry, Eagles, Bears. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm taking
Go
Eagles.
Birds.
Come on, go
Easy
Birds.
dub.
Yeah, easy dubs. Easy dubs. Steelers at the Panthers.
Sean, don't you do it. Don't
Oh, I'm
you
taking the
fucking
Panthers
do
all
it.
day, baby. What do you mean?
What?
The Panthers are back. They are winning this division.
Oh, you know what? I'm taking the Panthers because it's probably Mitch starting, and I hate him. He's terrible.
Panthers are back.
Give me
baby.
Najee by 1,000.
Steve Wilkes, Coach of the Year.
Shut up.
Any Steve
bro.
Wilkes love.
He's cooking. The Panthers
future
are hot.
NFL player. He wasn't even. There's no info on if he was drafted or not.
Bison gave us our prime. Bison gave us his prime.
Let's go.
Thanks, B-Son. We
Love
greatly
B-Son.
appreciate you. Needed that. Do I have mine? I don't. I'm a scumbag. God. All right, I'll do that in a second.
Probably use it on Pokemon.
You use it on Amaranth.
Shut up. Definitely do not. What game were we on? We just did Steelers, Panthers, Cardinals at the Broncos.
Broncos.
No, I can never pick the Broncos to win. Give me Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals as well. Yeah, I'm doing
Q
it.
just loves anyone that like he has rostered.
No,
He loves
no.
mid
It's
quarterbacks.
defense that's going to win this game. I don't care about. I'm not even thinking about the offense.
We'll see.
Cliff is butt.
Cliff is but both of these coaches should be fired by the end of the year. But
They are
Uh-huh.
this
terrible.
is like the pooper bowl of
The
the
ass
year.
off.
Patriots at the Raiders. Who we got?
I fucking hate the Raiders.
I hate the Raiders. Give me the Patriots. Get out,
Give me
coach.
Patriots. Easy.
Get out,
Patriots,
coach.
Easy.
Oh,
No
wait,
way
this is a-
McDaniels is beating Belichick.
Fuck, I'm taking the Raiders here. I
Oh my
need to
God,
think about the
horrible
coaching
guess.
thing.
Horrible
Fuck,
pick.
Please eat. I'm giving him all my energy, even though I hate the Raiders.
Any bowl. Bengals.
Wait. Why are you? Why? Why are you taking the Raiders?
He's gonna get his revenge on Bill Belichick. Probably
Bill
not.
Bill
Nah.
knows what to do.
Yeah, Bill owns all of his former coaches.
Mac Jones is garbage.
Can you put that chat up real quick?
Yeah. Q.
There's
Got all
nothing
of them back
inside.
there.
No, I got my Magic Johnson right here. I don't want to.
Yo.
That might open up something I don't want.
Oh my god, dude.
All right, Bengals at the Bucks. Who we got?
Bengals. They're just
Give me
better.
the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bengals.
Give me the Q is going crazy this
There
week.
he is. He's going off the rails.
There's no you can't track what our records are now. So who
Yeah, I
cares?
know. Now you're
back in
just.
the last few weeks.
We should have just kept keeping track, bro. Q's just gonna say anything now.
I'd probably still be ahead of Sean.
Never.
You're like 12 behind. A whole week's
I was
worth
not.
behind.
I was like 7 behind. Actually, I was like 8 behind T Gods. I was like 5 behind you.
I was like 1 behind T Gods.
Okay, you were like 3 behind TK.
No, I
Maybe
was
10
not.
behind you. I was 3 behind. I was 5 behind Matt.
Look
Five
at the
behind
last
Matt.
notes.
Five
I'm
behind
like,
Matt.
I'll
was.
check the last
The last ones that
known
we had in the
standings.
doc was 98, 97, 95, 90, and I had 90.
How do you remember that?
I just erased it earlier today because we were all out of whack. That was from like week 13 or week 12. I
Oh
don't
my God, you were right. You're literally right. 98, 97, 95, 90.
I know. I erased it earlier. I have good memory with numbers for some reason. It's weird. All right.
Nerd.
Titans at the
Nerd.
Chargers. Who we got?
Chargers, please.
This
Juicy
one's
game.
So juicy,
Titans
dude.
stink. They just
I could
lost.
see this going either way, but the Titans, if they go down by like 7, the game's already over. So I'm taking the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers, who's going to take an early lead, and they're not going to use D-Hen at
Derrick
all.
Henry was on pace for like 3,000 yards on Sunday and had like 2 yards the whole second half.
The whole second half. That was insane.
Nuts. All right, Sunday Night Football, basically a playoff game. Giants at the Commanders. Whoever wins will probably get in. So
Tie.
Please.
Tie.
again,
Commanders.
a double tie. They tied 2
Double
weeks
tie.
ago.
I hope
Whoever
Wentz
wins
makes
this
a
one
return.
should get the win for the last tie, like the tiebreaker.
I'm taking the tie. I'm taking a tie here.
Outrageous tie take. I am 100% taking the Giants. Bounce back.
What? Giants fucking suck.
Giants were
You
6-1.
love Big Blue. You love
The Giants were 6-1. Now they're 7-5-1.
I
So
did
they've
like Big
completely
Blue. I don't
fallen
know
off.
what Vanilla
I'm taking
Vic
the
is an
Giants.
ass.
Vanilla
I'm
Vic.
just
That's
mad
what it
that-
is.
I'm just mad that Taylor Heineke is still playing well. I still think he's a fraud.
Bring in Wentz.
Bring
And I'm
in
mad they beat
Wentz.
the Eagles. So bring in Wentz, please, so the Giants can win.
And so Terry can suck.
Monday Night Football, Rams at the Packers. I might close my eyes during this entire game.
Packers.
This game honestly is not even worth watching.
Yeah, I am taking the Packers as well
Give me the pack.
against my will.
Go Baker. Just
Shut up, bro.
I'm starting Packers D.
All right, if there are any questions, definitely feel free to drop them. But we are going to start Trivia Q. What do we got today? I need to make up my terrible picks.
Simple questions. Simple, maybe. Question number 1. You guys are ready?
Oh,
I was born
yeah,
ready,
yeah, yeah.
sir.
All right. So the playoffs begin this week for normal fantasy football leagues. Through the playoffs last year, so weeks 15 to 17, who were the top 5 fantasy players who scored the most? Like these top 5 players scored the most points between weeks 15 and 17. Who were they?
I know one.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
Who were the top 5 players in fantasy last year from weeks 15 to 17? The fantasy playoffs.
The top 5 overall, like any position?
Overall, yes.
Well, we know one for sure. For sure.
One position kind of overrules the whole thing, but
Who else was snapping like that? Was it? I can't think of this at all. For some reason, I'm thinking of Kamara. That was like 2 years ago.
yeah, no way.
6 touchdowns.
Is it quarterbacks that's overruling everything?
No.
Okay, good.
There's actually only one quarterback in the top 5.
One QB who was snapping last year.
It's either one of the two. It has to be either.
I can't remember anyone who did good last year. My brain's so focused on this year.
Play along if you want. Top
I know
5
I'm
players.
probably getting 1 point for this freaking round. I can't even remember who, like, was he good in the playoffs? Ever, I'm right in this bowl. You said one position dominates?
Yes, as in one position. One
3
has
of them or 4 of them?
3 of them.
Okay. I think I got this. I hope.
It is
I need
insane.
one more.
If you add week 18, the whole thing switches up. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, week 18 is fraudulent, though. Oh, I just forgot about that bowl. Oh my God, I wrote the worst answer ever. I'm just changing it right now. Okay.
All right, I'm good.
I have.
All right.
Yeah. All right, that works. Fuck it.
Okay. So
I know
the
I got
top
at least one.
players in order are 1, Joe Burrow.
Fuck.
That was the only quarterback. 2, Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I got that.
3, Devontae Adams.
I
No
got
way.
4, Cooper Kupp. 5,
that. Oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Mark Andrews.
I got
No
2.
Cooper Kupp.
I got
No Jamar
2.
Chase.
No Jamar Chase. He
I had Reek in there.
not even in the top 10.
I had
Oh wait,
Jamar
no, he was
Chase.
number 7.
Yeah, don't. Where was
And I had
Brady?
Mahomes.
I had Brady as my quarterback.
Brady was not in the top 10.
Damn it.
Dude, how did I forget Cooper Cup?
I
My
put-
little Cooper Cup.
I put Amon-Ra and Cooper Kupp, and then I put Jamar, Brady, and Eckler.
I thought one of you would have put maybe Penny because he cooked the
Oh,
play.
yeah,
Oh
Penny
my
was-
God, he did cook.
What was he, like 6?
No, because no.
You
he
have the whole
was-
list.
I do have the whole list.
I'm kind of embarrassed, but I put Monty. I thought I don't know why.
It might have been 2 years ago.
That might he did like pop off in a
Yeah, he
playoff
did.
run. I swear he did.
I predicted it. But, I mean, everyone predicted it. He was like the juiciest schedule of all time to end the season.
Number 6 was actually. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong position. So 6 was Josh Allen, 7 was Jamar Chase, 8 Mahomes, 9 Dak, 10 Debo.
It was 2 years ago, T-Gods. Monty's
snap.
numbers after week 12 in 2020, he had 25.3, 27.1, 24.5, 29.2, 20.1, and 28.2.
Ew.
He was
Yeah, it's insane.
eating.
All right, he needs to run it back. He needs to run it back.
He could. Just kidding. He's playing the Birds this week. He's getting shut down. Sorry.
Stop it.
Mhm.
And then he gets the Bills. Maybe the Lions. Maybe the Lions.
You could run on the Bills. Stop playing. I got something in my eyeball.
While he gets that apple out of his eye. The second
I forgot
question,
about
simple
that.
one. Simple one. It's just very random question, but since
Jalen
week
Hurts.
9, this wide receiver is wide receiver 1. Then that includes having 2 games with 14 or less fantasy points.
AJ Brown.
So since week 9 up until week 15,
AJ Brown.
Devonta Smith.
AJ
it
Brown.
is Devontae Adams.
Oh, we should have known his Q bias for his own player.
I was playing the Q bias.
I was playing the Eagles bias.
Ugh.
AJ Brown's wide receiver 11
In that
through those
span.
weeks.
What
Yeah,
about Smitty?
16.
Oh, it's because we had a bye during that span, didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. We're just ass.
Josh Palmer's wide receiver 10.
Oh, my God. Josh Palmer's
What the
nice.
hell?
Devontae
Christian
Adams,
Watson, wide receiver 6.
Devontae Adams was eating that period of time, aside from 10 points last week.
Fuck the Raiders.
3 30-point games. Dude's a beast. Is that it?
That is it.
That
That's
is it for trivia, which means that is it for the Week 15 preview. We will be back next week with our Week 16 preview on Wednesday. Going to be switching back to once a week with the previews just for the fantasy playoffs. Obviously, not much going on in terms of calm or chaos at that point. We will be going through the toughest matchups and toughest decisions on Wednesday during our preview. So make sure you're there for that. You can still hit us up on all social media for questions if you're thinking about a waiver move or something like that. Just Google Super Fantasy Bros. You'll find everywhere we're at on all social medias. If you have not already, make sure you use that promo code SUPERFB if you're considering using Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, check it out. It's a lot of fun. If you're looking to get a jersey from your favorite player or team, supporting your favorite player this offseason, we have our sponsorship with Fanatics. Use that link in our bio. It helps us out a ton, and they always have sales going on, so check it out. And, of course, we are partnered with Olde City Sports Network, so check out the podcast on their network as well as our other sponsorships involved with them. A ton of good stuff, ton of good deals, especially if you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift. Check them out. Link in our bio on all platforms. And make sure you're here following us on Twitch if you're watching. Throw us a sub on YouTube if you're watching there. Audio version always on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you get your podcast. I will see you guys Wednesday. Peace.
Good luck.
We will see you.